Later on, Moses is now going to come, and he's now going to introduce the people to God. Deuteronomy chapter 32 is known as a psalm of Moses. You know, Moses wrote psalms. And this is one. Now, why did they write psalms? Well, one of the reasons they wrote psalms was they didn't have the written material. They didn't have books. They didn't have notebooks that you could write in. So what they would do is that they would write psalms and songs. In Africa, in rural Africa, it works the same way. If they want to pass on history, they want to pass on culture, they want to pass on truth, they'd write songs, and then they teach the people the songs, and then that would be passed on from one generation to another generation, and that's how truth or how culture was going to go on. So this is what happens here. See, Moses here, he's now writing a psalm, and listen to what he writes here. And he's introducing the people of Israel to God, and this is what he says. He says, verse 1, "Give ear, O heavens, and let me speak, and let the earth hear the words of my mouth. Let my teachings drop as the rain, my speech distill as the dew, as the droplets on the fresh grass, and as the showers on the herbs." Now, just let's pause there for a moment. I want you to listen to what he's saying there. He says, I want you to hear my words. And I want these words to be, as it says here, to distill like the dew, as the droplets on the fresh grass, and as the showers on the herb. What is the sense that you get from what he's trying to communicate here? What I get is that he's saying, let the words I speak to you bring refreshing. Let it bring life to you. Let it bring a sustenance to you. And then he starts off by saying this. He says, "For I proclaim the name of the Lord. Ascribe greatness to our God, the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are just. A God of faithfulness and without injustice, righteous and upright is he." Man, that's powerful. He says, I am going to proclaim. The word they proclaim means I'm going to broadcast the name of the Lord. That means I'm going to broadcast so everybody can hear. But what that also, if you go and look at it in the Hebrew, it means to broadcast the fame and the reputation by naming. So he says, I am going to broadcast the name or the fame of God by naming him. And then he says, the rock. He names him. You see that there? Hallelujah. So he says, this is the fame of God. This is what God is famous for. He is the rock. He says, this is who God is. This is the fame of who God is in his faithfulness. He is steadfast. What are the qualities of a rock, of that kind of a rock? It's steadfast. It's dependable. It's something that you can put your trust in. It's something that's unchangeable. It doesn't change.